Hey guys, Canon Teague with Teague Tractor. Today we're going to go over in depth the Gravley Pro-Turn 600 series. All right, starting with the deck and frame. Obviously, the Pro-Turn 600 series, one of their biggest commercial units. It is their biggest unit. It's going to have a very, very durable deck and frame. The frame, you've got almost a 3-inch thick frame here at the widest point. Very robust. The deck is going to be a 7-gauge steel. It's going to have reinforced leading edge. You've got their X Factor 3 is their deck design. In my opinion, I've used the 660 and the 560 last year pretty extensively. I would put it up there, if not the best across the market for cut quality. It's going to give you very crisp lines, cut tall stuff. The volume and the amount of grass that this deck will take is very, very good. Grass dispersion is really good, very crisp lines, and it's very durable. So big fan of Gravley's deck design. You're going to have a toolless metal belt cover, so you don't need tools to get that off if you need to. So to get grass and stuff cleared out, that's going to pop off. But it's not plastic either, so haven't seen anybody tear those up. That's a really good design. You've got cold forged aluminum spindles, which is a huge deal. They're going to be very durable, and they are serviceable. So if you're one of those guys that's big on having serviceability, your spindles are going to be able to be serviced by yourself. You've also got greasable front casters, which, again, for most guys, that's going to be a big deal. So you can keep those greased and maintained. Over on the side here, the discharge flap, really nice thick rubber, and it is going to lock into place. So no more bungee cords keeping these discharge chutes up. It locks into place. You simply pull up, it'll drop, and then there's a notch here on the side, so as you pull it up, it will drop into place and stay there for you. So huge fan of Gravley's deck design as a whole, but especially on their Pro-Turn 600 series. I think the cut quality you get along with the durability is up there with anything on the market. All right, let's talk powertrain, starting with the transmission. It's going to be a Parker HTG integrated transaxle. Parker's known for being very, very durable. It's one of the best transmission brands on the market, the HTG being one of their most durable models. So very, very good pairing in terms of your power with this transaxle. Huge fan of the Parker transmissions. In terms of engine options, you've got two. If you're wanting a carbureted option, you have a 35 horsepower Kawasaki FX1000V, so 35 horsepower carbureted. If you're wanting EFI and fuel injected, again, it's going to be Kawasaki. It's going to be the FX1000V and a 38.5 horsepower. Either engine option, they're advertising 15 miles an hour forward with 6 in reverse. Very, very fast. On their website, they do give you what they estimate hour per acreage, and they advertise, and again, this is going to vary depending on grass height, how fast you're mowing, and terrain differences, etc. But they advertise that it'll do 9 acres in an hour. Again, that's going to vary, but just give you an idea as to how fast this transmission and engine pairing is in this unit. All right, let's talk about features. This will be the most lengthy portion of the video, because this is a very feature-rich machine. Big word there, feature-rich, but it is. So let's talk about deck sizes. I know we already covered deck and frame, but deck sizes, you're going to go from a 52, a 60, and a 72. 60 and the 72 being definitely the most popular in this category of mower. Dial adjust system. So on this machine, you're going to have 19 cutting positions going from 1 inch all the way up to 5.5, and you do have a deck lock. So essentially what that does for you is once you've set your height, and you want to mow at this height, you're going to drop the deck down to whatever height you've set it at. And then when you're done mowing, you don't need to touch this again. You'll simply push down with your foot, and it's going to lock the deck back up into place. So really good design there, really well thought out. On this side of the console, you've got your oil indicator lights, temperature lights, your ignition, your throttle, and your PTO. Fuel tanks, you're going to be 13.4 gallons of fuel, and you do have dual tanks. So there is a switch over to move your tank from left to right feed, depending on which one's fueled up, which one you've drained. Keep that in mind. You will need to switch over from tank to tank. But big fuel capacity, 13.4 gallons. And then moving around to the back here, or to the other side, we do have a cup holder. We've got a little bit of storage here. Not a ton of storage on this machine. I will say that'd be the only maybe gripe that I have with it, is there's not a ton of side storage like some of the other models, but you don't really need it. So cup holder, a little bit of storage. You've got your tachometer here showing your hours, your RPMs, as well as a fuel gauge, so to gauge your fuel on how full you are. You've also got an extra accessory spot, so if you do decide to put some lights or other accessories, you could wire the switch into this spot here. And then you do have a 12-volt, just standard car-style charging port right there. On your arms, these are going to be fully adjustable forward and back. In their design, a lot of the designs you see, the whole arm system is just one piece that moves in. So some like the bad boys, they are adjustable, but it's one piece. This is just going to fold from the top half, which I really do like. Some guys don't like that. That's really just going to be a preference thing, but you do get a lot of adjustability. Biggest feature on this machine is going to be their suspension system. So moving away from any frame suspension, that's a huge bonus, at least in our eyes, because we do see a lot of frame suspension break. Really, our money, you want to place your suspension on what you're sitting on as opposed to the frame. And this really does that. This is their operator pod system. So this entire platform that you sit on will move. It has a set of coil and shock systems and hydraulics underneath the seat. And we'll show some close-ups of what that looks like. It feels like you're riding on a hammock. No matter how fast I've gotten this or how bumpy it is, the amount of vibration that does not travel up to you is really impressive at how comfortable this machine is. It really does feel like riding around on a hammock. So number one feature on this is going to be the seat, in my opinion, along with the durability. That's a huge bonus. So, and warranty wise, it's going to have a really, really good warranty. You've got a 5-year or a 1,500-hour warranty. They do not place an hour limit for the first 2 years. So for some of the commercial guys, they place the hours at a higher priority than maybe some homeowners, where having 5 years is more important than what the hour limit is. So 5 years, 1,500 hours with no limit first 2 years. That breaks down the features. Let us know in the comments what you think of those. All right, so let's talk pricing. Now, this is going to vary dealer to dealer across the country. I'm just letting you know what our pricing structure is. Call your local dealer to see what they're selling it at, but this will give you a good baseline to start from in terms of what the pricing structure looks like. So it's going to start at $16,499, so right at $16,500 on your cash discount pricing. And again, that's going to vary dealer to dealer. You're typically going to see an increase to finance, and we normally, I would say, probably a 10% jump, but check with your local dealer on what that pricing structure looks like. So $16,499. And then to summarize it up, really who this mower is for is going to be those homeowners, commercial guys that are really needing a robust machine, that don't really want any kind of frame suspension. They're really prioritizing cut quality above all else. And I think that's what Gravley does better than just about anybody on the market, is number one, cut quality, but they're also finding a way to get it extremely comfortable and make it a very fast machine, very durable machine. So large homeowners, people, municipalities, cities mowing large tracts of acreage that just need to get it done quick, or those guys that are making money with it, that are out there all day long, they need a dependable and comfortable mower to get things done quick, efficient, and impress their customers with how well these things cut. All right, there you have it. There's our breakdown on Gravley's Pro-Turn 600 series. We have multiple models in stock in the 60-inch and 72-inch variations. What we have here is typically going to be the 38.5 horsepower EFI. Let us know in the comments what you think of this machine. It's done nothing but impress me since we brought these in last year. I've had a little bit of time on the 600 series. I've had a lot of time on the 500 series. Gravley is one of those names that is always at the top of the list in durability and cut quality. They have a cult-like following for a reason. We're in Belton, Missouri, Ottawa, Kansas. Come check us out. All our contact info is in the description. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. That's part of our job, is to answer those questions and find the right machine to fit whatever you guys' needs are. Go to our website. We have current inventory as well as some used options. If you're watching this right now, again, this may be gone by the time you see this, but we do have a used 600 series at a pretty good discount. So check out the website for used options, new inventory. Give us a like, follow, new videos every week. Thanks for watching.